Have you ever been so afraid of failing at something that it stopped you from doing what needs to be done? Fear of failure can be so strong that avoiding failure eclipses the motivation to succeed. Insecurity about doing things incorrectly causes many of us to unconsciously sabotage our chances for success. In fact, it's not the failure that we fear. It's the perceived negative consequences that follow the failure that stresses us out. The most common of these is the fear of shame and embarrassment. Fear of failure can have several causes, ranging from traumatic childhood events to mistakes made in our adult lives. It can also be lack of self-confidence, low self-esteem, very little self-belief, and of course, negative thought patterns. Many people experience fear of failure because they have a fundamental fear of the unknown and are bothered by the idea that an unsuccessful venture could land them in a mire of disappointment they may not be able to handle. Important aspect that we need to remember is that we, humans, because of our level of development, we create almost all the fears by ourselves. We scare ourselves by using our imagination to imagine all the negative outcomes, failures in the future. The good news is if we create fears by ourselves, that means we can get rid of them too. Instead of letting our imagination to control us in a negative way, we need to change the movie we keep watching in our heads. Humans are inclined to shy away from pain and strive for pleasure in all aspects of our life. Learn how to use pain and pleasure instead of having pain and pleasure use you. When you do that, you are in control of your life. If you don't, fear controls you. Here are 3 ways to overcome fear of failure. Overcoming fear of failure can be hard, but when we can envision what our lives would be like if we gave up on our dreams, the reality starts setting in. How would it be if we were to allow the fear of failure to dictate our every move? What would life be like 5, 10, 15, or even 20 years from now if we quit chasing our dreams because of a silly fear? When you can envision the pain that allowing the fear of failure to govern your actions might cause, it's possible to use that same pain as a driving force. We will always do more to avoid pain than gain pleasure in the short term. However, if we can flip that script into the long term, the possibilities are endless. We have to use that same potential for future pain of giving up on our dreams to drive us today. We have to use that to overcome the fear of failure, no matter how powerful it might be. Any alternative to living the life that you absolutely deserve due to a fear of failure is no alternative at all. So ask yourself, what will it cost you if you let the fear of failure stop you? What has it cost you in the past? What is it costing the people you love? Really take the time to envision the painful scenario in the long term. Associate as much pain as possible to the scenario that involves allowing the fear of failure to stop you. It's very important to have a strong enough reason to drive you towards achieving something. When you have a meaningful goal, you will do just about anything to help make it into a reality. However, when the goal doesn't mean that much to you, you're not willing to do as much to achieve it. Whenever obstacles come into our path, we give up when there isn't a strong enough reason to achieve something. Find something that drives you more than your fear of failure, then focus on that. Not on money, cars, houses, or tangible things, but the intangible motivators in our lives. For example, love, family, freedom, security, and etc. We will always do more for things that truly matter deep down inside, and aren't just superficial reasons for wanting whatever it is that you want out of life. So take a look at your goals and make sure you have deep enough reasons for wanting to achieve them. And be sure to write those reasons out. Ask yourself, why are you willing to do whatever it takes to achieve that goal? How will your life be if you don't let the fear of failure stop you? What will you gain? What will it mean for the people you love? What will it give you? Ask these questions to make sure you're emotionally associated to the massive, immediate pleasure of overcoming fear of failure now. Sometimes all it takes to overcome the fear of failure is to think about a time in the past when we broke through our fears and achieved our goals, no matter how small they might have been. We all have it within ourselves to make those breakthroughs, but we don't always give it everything we've got. Think back to a dream you once had in the past, something that's a reality in your life right now. How badly did you want it? What held you back from achieving it? What stood in your way? How powerful was your fear of failure back then? Think about how you overcame that. Write it out in great detail. Try to think back to your thought patterns when you were faced with a fear that you broke through. It's a liberating feeling, and getting back into that headspace can do wonders for our potential for progress. When you overcome your fear of failure to achieve whatever it is that you were trying to achieve, the feeling is undeniably incredible. We have all experienced it before, and we have to leverage that once felt feeling to help fuel us in our present quests towards whatever goals we're trying to achieve today. Just remember that without risk, there's no victory. So what do you want? To play it safe and have a boring life? Or to risk but have an amazing life? Choice is yours, my friend. Today's the day you can begin to practice those 3 ways to overcome fear of failure so that you can do the things that you need to do to make your dreams come true, or you can continue to let fear of failure stop you and feel that pain of regret of not achieving your goals. My friends, thank you for watching this video. What's the most valuable thing that you have learned from this video? Comment below. And make sure to subscribe now, because this channel is all about how to remove what's holding you back and achieve breakthrough in life. If you want to know more about fears and how to overcome them, then go ahead and check my recommended reading list. It's in the description below this video, because you will find there some amazing books that can help you get closer to your dreams and goals. Hey, I'm glad that you have found me. Let's get what we want in life. I'll speak with you in the next video.